On April 5th, 2024, Zimbabwe became the first country in the world to reintroduce a new currency backed by gold. They call it the ZiG. This bold move marks an important moment for this Southern African nation, even in the face of hyperinflation and economic turmoil. But why did Zimbabwe decide to take this bold step? And what does the government hope to achieve with this move? We will answer all these questions and even more, so make sure you stick around to the very end so you don't miss anything. There are two big questions to answer here. How much gold does Zimbabwe actually have to back this new currency? And what is ZiG's performance since it was launched? But before we answer those questions, let's take a step back in time to the year 2008 so we can understand the journey of Zimbabwe's currency up to this point of ZiG.
Zimbabwe's journey with currency tumult goes back to the infamous 2008 hyperinflation crisis, marked by the issuance of a jaw-dropping $1 trillion note. Since then, the nation has witnessed a carousel of currency reforms, each promising stability, but often falling short. The Zimbabwean dollar as an official currency was effectively abandoned on the 12th of April 2009. It was demonetized in 2015, with outstanding accounts able to be reimbursed until 30th of April 2016. In place of the Zimbabwean dollar, currencies including the South African rand, Botswana pula, pound sterling, the Indian rupee, the euro, the Japanese yen, the Australian dollar, and the United States dollar were used. On the 24th of June 2019, the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe abolished the multiple currency system and replaced it with a new Zimbabwean dollar, or what we call the RTGS Dollar, which was the only official currency in the country between June 2019 and March 2020, after which multiple foreign currencies were allowed again. On the 5th of April 2024, the dollar was removed and replaced with what the authorities call a structured currency backed by gold, named ZiG. The new ZiG banknote comes in 8 denominations between 1 and 200. Coins will also be introduced to overcome the shortage of US coins, which has seen people receiving change in sweets, small chocolates, and pens. Wow, can you imagine? The new notes feature a drawing of gold ingots being minted, as well as Zimbabwe's famous balancing rocks, which already appear on the old notes. The Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe said new banknotes and coins will only enter circulation at the end of April. Supermarkets and informal markets were only trading in US dollars this week, as businesses and consumers try to adjust to yet another currency switch in the Southern African country.
So how much gold does Zimbabwe actually have to back this new currency? According to official data, Zimbabwe boasts a vast deposit of gold, accounting for almost 25% of all the exports in January 2024. In addition to its gold reserve, the central bank currently holds 1.1 tons of solid gold, with another 1.5 tons held abroad. When combined with cash reserves and precious minerals, the total value of these reserves is over $285 million, providing more than 3 times the cover for this new currency. Also, according to statistics by Mining Zimbabwe, the country's gold production increased by 25% in January to 2,373 kilograms, compared to 1,895 kilograms delivered in January the previous year. But there are worries that most of this precious mineral are not being traded in the formal markets, but being smuggled outside the country. The new currency, ZiG, was launched on Monday, 8th of April 2024, with an exchange rate of 13.56 per US dollar. By Tuesday, the currency maintained its position, trading at 13.53 to the dollar, according to data from the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe. By Wednesday, the ZiG was trading at around 13.11 per dollar, and by the end of the week, it was trading at about 13.08 to the same dollar. The Reserve Bank has noted that the currency has gained strength day by day over the course of the week, noting the stark difference to the Zimbabwean dollar. By Friday, 12th of April, the ZiG was trading stronger than the South African rand. The rand was trading at about 18.71 to the ZiG as at 9:30 a.m. that morning. While many attempts made to renew local currency have failed, mainly due to the fact that the Zimbabwean post-independence experience has been characterized by policy incoherence, inconsistency, and poor implementation rates. A lot of critics believe that the strength of the new currency is unlikely to last. The ZiG's gain over the past week to the dollar is of no consequence, and that these gains were more likely due to fluctuations in the local currency, or a reaction to the British pound gaining about 0.2% at the same time. Many worry that there is no enough transparency to ascertain that they have enough gold reserves to back up this new currency, ZiG, and that it won't take long before the country goes back to the same cycle.